We've got a full course yellows. We've got a big old wreck off of turn 2. Cindy Freitas and Kanai Scantlin literally welded together on the back stretch. Once again, the pace truck's off the field. Here comes Kanai Scantlin to rejoin the pack. Going for third place. Coming down to an exciting checkered yellow. Checkered yellow, and your winner is in the number 6 X car, Joey Stearns. Wild and western action right out here on the high banks of Stockton, California with the Pure Stock division. Once again, your winner in the 6X car from Stockton, Joey Stearns. Followed by the number 1 car from Lodi, Michael Wendt. In third place, doing a fine job with his car, coming back after crashing that thing up a few weeks ago. From Stockton in the 75 cars, Chad Holman. And fourth place, from Lodi, doing a great job keeping that thing between the ditches and off the wall in the 10 car, Amy Sullivan. That was definitely from Tracy in the number 712 truck. Last time out, he pretty much destroyed that truck, and he wants to say special thanks to Dave Daniels and the crew at Speedway Muffler of Modesto, also Lewis Brothers Racing and the Lint Busters. From Tracy, Randy Jahota in the number 64 truck. From Lodi, Danny Basto. In the number 72 truck from Fremont, an old racing buddy of mine in the late model division, Troy Ermish. In the number 27 truck. She's from Saratoga, that's Carrie Miller. In the number 14 truck from Manteca, Gary Franks. In the number 81 truck, that's Brett Barney. In the number 7 truck from Riverbank, Todd Lewis. In the number 46 truck from Lodi, Mike Curry. Excuse me, in the 46 truck from Patterson, that's Richard Del Goodice. In the number 4 truck from Tracy, Brandon Trevathian. In the number 40 truck, believed to be the oldest racer in NASCAR that is active today. He's from Modesto, that's Dick Carter. Moving right along to the number 48 truck from Lodi, Mike Curry. In the number 56 truck from Milpitas, Ron Robeck. And in the number 5 truck from Denair, that's Mike Frank. Danny Basto from Lodi. And your winner is the number 14 truck. Number 14 truck from Manteca, Gary Frank. There he is this time around. Let's give him a big hand, folks. That's Gary Franks. In second place, the number 72 truck from Fremont, Troy Ermish. In third place, and if you can come up here and tell me what her hometown is, you'll win a free shirt, courtesy of Gary Miller. And in fourth place, it's the number 5 truck of Mike Frank. From Series, brought to you by David's Racing Products, McCoy Enterprises, CL Bryant, Diaz Trucking, A&B Truck Repair, Tees and Tops, and the Mint Club. That's Verge Beatty. In the number 44 car, from Modesto, brought to you by Dave's Racing Products, California Chiropractic, the Bronze Body, Boletto's Auto Glass, Beatty Farms, Glenn McKee's, Rainbow Marine, Vandepol Enterprises, Jan's Gardening, Esco Caterpillar Repair in Modesto, Riverside Truck Salvage, Salisbury's Market in Lodi, the Rear End Shop, Boletto's Motorsports, and special thanks to Glenn Doherty and Paul Doherty Sr. in the 44 car, Paul Doherty Jr. In the number 12 car, from Roseville, brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water, California Door and Frame, All-American Powder Coating, Penny Racing Supply, once again from Roseville, Harold Reeker. In the number 29 car, from Valley Springs, brought to you by Bolin Builders and Roos Racing, that's Tracy Bolin. In the number 71 car, she's from Santa Rosa, brought to you by Carl's Ready Mix and Martin's Truck Repair. That's Melissa Davis. In the number 20 car tonight, usually drives the number 87 car. That car is on loan to him from Aulis Racing and Jeff Boletto. Tonight, he's brought to you by Modesto Masonry in Fremont, Automotive Transmissions, Fremont Automotive, Transmissions by Hal, the Rear End Shop, Circle Track Graphics, Classic Prints, that's Wes Miller. In the number 74 car, from Modesto, brought to you by Hotwood, Perco's Cafe, Ligorio Communications, Monogram Magic, Boletto's Auto Glass, Esco Caterpillar Repair, Bob's Body Shop, Pacifica Pizza, All-American Powder Coating, Boletto's Almonds, Bob Panella Motorsports, AG Sign, Transmissions by Hal, the Bronze Body, and especially tonight brought to you by Food Max, Maximum Discount Foods from Modesto. That's hard charging Harry Boletto. In the 02 car, from Citrus Heights, in the 02 car, we thought our radio was going bad, but somebody's bleeding off some tires down there. In the 02 car, he's from Citrus Heights, brought to you by Lincoln Auto Body, Precision Lathing, Penny Racing Supply, Performance Auto Supply of Marysville, R&R Photography of Yuba City, and the Lincoln Lube & Go in Lincoln, California. That's Eddie Laws. In the number 5 car, from Stockton, brought to you by JM Seal Coat and Paving, Allen and Sons Construction, A1 Transmission, Genova Bakery, Short Track Suspension, HD Engine Specialties, Acme Truck Parts, CLF Warehouse, Special thanks to John and Stacy Medina and the shop on Harding Way, along with Monogram Magic and Finish Line Trophy and Supply. He just picked up a new sponsor. He's very proud of that. He is also brought to you by Duraflame from Stockton. That's Pete Anderson Jr. In the number 48 car from Newark, he's brought to you by Auto Glass Specialties, Swan Racing, and Jim and Megan Walters. That's Anthony Swan. In the number 27 car, he's from Granite Bay, brought to you by JM Environmental, A. Elco Environmental Construction, Winsel Fabrication, Welch Motorsports, Vice's Auto Collision, and Seal Sign. That's John Moore. In the number 75 car from Manteca, brought to you by Accurate Auto Body, B&Z Auto Colors, Arroyo Cafe, Short Track Suspension, Allen Yorty Motorsports, B&R Racing Engines, Super Eagle Tires, All American Powder Coating, Auto Industrial Paint Company, McSparran Auto Glass. Special thanks to Mike and Bev. Also John and Denise, along with My Signs for You and Advanced Towing. Driving the STS Accurate Auto Body Monte Carlo, Pete Ramirez. In the number 2 car from Escalon, brought to you by Dave Fly Trucking, Dave Davis Motorsports, the Ragged Edge Race Car Lettering, Yazco Motorsports, L&H Motorsports, and Tilbury Auto Parts. That's Brock Monroe. In the 45 car, he's from Stockton. He's brought to you by Reynoso Concrete, Imperial Landscape, West Lane Tow, 3D's Bar and Grill, and Jim Walters. Give it up for Buzz DeVore. In the number 11 car from Lodi, brought to you by Marina Boat Sales, Aguirre and Associates Insurance, the Exhaust Pros Auto Body and Paint, Giant Discount Tire, and Transmissions by Hal. That's Chris Moniz. And he's back after a little vacation. We're glad to see him here. He's from Lodi. He's brought to you by R&R Motor Repair, Transmissions by Hal, Dave Bender Motorsports, Winsel Fabrication, and special thanks to Gary. That's Scott Chappell. In the number 1 car from Clements, he's brought to you by Brackett's Garage, the Auto House in Lockford, Lodi Tire Service, Cherokee Auto Body, HP Engine, Wingham and Burnt Farms, Dave Bender, Transmissions by Hal, and Ted's Welding. That's Johnny Burnt. In the number 56 car, he's from Antioch, brought to you by Antioch Parts Depot, Klein Racing Supply, and their wallets. Give it up for Walt Haas. In the number 3 car from Lodi, brought to you by Royce Farms Barbecue, Valley Industries, Allen Yorty Motorsports, Transmissions by Hal, Brackett's Garage, Big O Tires, the Golden Ox Restaurant, McSparran Auto Glass, Lodi Avenue Liquor, Lodi Small Car Sales, the Exhaust Pros Body and Paint, Jim Lusk Welding, and special thanks to Jerry, Linda, and Mom and Dad. Give it up for Robert Knittel. In the 0 car, he's from Stockton. He's known as the Wild Child. He drives the Wild Thing. He is brought to you by Short Track Suspension, Pilcher Farms, Roger Pilcher Trucking, Paz Automotive, and special thanks to Dad. That's Jerry Crawford. In the 00 car from Oakdale, brought to you by Orchard Right Tree Shakers and Bava Ranches of Escalon. That's Dave Hauk. And that is your Hotwood Western Late Model Field for the 3rd leg of the Tri-Holiday Classic. We will crown a winner after this race for that race series. This is the 3rd one, 3rd leg. Okay, are we about ready? Let's do it. Let's see if we can pull this off. Let's count down from 5. Let's start it. Turn 1 from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know what to say. And now the lights are out. The gates are locked. It's time. George Beatty's on the pole. Poor old Gordy Jr.'s on the outside. And we are racing. Five laps in the books, and we've got race cars scattered all over the track. They gather it together, however. Pete Anderson Jr. just pulls onto the race surface. Looks like all cars are in still fairly good shape. Eddie Laws and Pete Anderson Jr. slide through the grassy area over there in turn 1. Remember, Pete Anderson Jr. came into this competition tonight actually in 3rd place, but without Dave Bird here, had a good, strong 2nd place going with only 16 points out of the lead for the Tri-Holiday Classic. Ramirez backs it into the fence, turns it around, gets it straightened out. Hopefully he's good to go. Yellow flag on lap number 30. It looks like Anthony Swan has some issues with his left side tires. Pulls it into the infield for some tire work. In the meantime, Hard Charge and Harry Boletto is your leader, followed by the 29 car Tracy Boland. Third place, the number 12 car from Roseville, Harold Rieger. And in fourth place, the number 44 car, Paul Doherty Jr. Sits in the infield on turn 2. John Moreland's hands on the button. We could have a yellow flag unless Melissa can get that car refired and get off into the pack. Looks like the car is moving. Melissa Davis is going to try to rejoin the field on lap number 34. Looking like we got another yellow flag on lap number 41 it is. The lights are out, the gates are locked, it's stock car racing time. All eyes left, it's another restart. Anthony Swan in that 48 car is having his share of problems tonight. The 11 car of Chris Moniz gets sideways in between turns 1 and 2. In the meantime, Walt Hoff in the 56 car, having no place to go, smacks the number 11 car, bringing out a caution on lap number 46. That's one of the hardest shots you can get out here on this racetrack, right in the footbox on the door bars. Can only hope at this time that Tracy Bolin is okay. We're going to get word to you as soon as we know. Tracy Bolin's got his foot on the gas. We can only assume at this time that he is okay. Don't know about Chris Moniz yet. Alrighty then, now that we've had a chance to take a little break, now it's time to go back to racing. Once again, I urge you, eyes left off of turn 4. Don't miss this restart. We got some hungry guys that want to win this 100-lap main event, brought to you by Hotwood. Chapel parks his race car up in turn 2, bringing out a caution flag. All lights are out, the gates are locked. Look over to your left. Lap number 60. Anthony in turn one. My gosh, I never saw a body completely knocked off of a race car out here at Stockton Speedway. Red flag, red flag. Knocked the body completely off of that number 11 car of Chris Moniz. Involved in that is the 17 car of Burge Beatty. We need security to the tower immediately. Waiting for word on drivers now as we speak. Well, once again with 87 laps down, now with a red flag condition, some of those cars out there, they're going to change attitudes. I guarantee it. They'll change attitudes while with tires cooling down, engines warming up. I see some of the guys, and I can hear some of them had went ahead and shut their engines off. That's kind of a scary thing to do too, because after you shut your engine off, it's just going to sit there and get warmer and warmer to a point. He's out of the car now. Let's give him a hand. That's Chris Moniz. One heck of a ride down there into turn one. All right, one more time. Trouble over in turn four. Trouble in turn four. We've got the 12 car of Harold Rieker and the number 2 car in trouble. Your third and fourth place contenders. Your winner is in the 20 car. It's the August Racing Team Hot Woods Special. That's Wes Miller.
Well, we're on the front stretch with Wes Miller. Congratulations, what a run, what a night, first of all. And you ended up in this car, loaned to you by Doug Ollis and Jeff Boletto. Gave you some help Friday, came out and you guys practiced and kind of got a handle a little better on the car and came out and you had a great run. I want to congratulate you first of all, and if you could give us some words. I know you're really tired, but give us some words of encouragement to the fans.
Well, these guys, these Bolettos, they're a class act. I mean, I don't care what anybody says, those guys are awesome. They'll do anything to help anybody. So, Doug Ollis, you know, we gained some major points tonight. Thanks a lot for putting you in your car. Chris Moniz for talking to Doug and everybody that's been involved. This car was perfect. It never laid down all night. It was the same every lap. It was perfect.
Well, you look really, really good, and looks like we got her going home in one piece. We're going to see you out in 2 weeks in this same submarine?
This car is going to go back to them next week, next race, and hopefully maybe we can come up with some sponsor money after tonight. We can get our other car fixed and be out here the next race. So we're hoping for that right now.
Well, congratulations. And Jeff Boletto, we want to